And welcome back. Talking to Diana and Sandra regarding the Youth Passion Showcase of the Performing Arts. And just prior to the break, we were talking about the kinds of things that you were doing. Mm-hmm. And I guess if somebody came to you and said, you know, I've written a play, would you be all right with that?
Definitely. I think if anyone can write a terrific play that's entertaining, I think that's definitely a talent. And so because we're showcasing youth talent, then they deserve to be on our show. Yeah. Okay,
so pretty open to all sorts of suggestions. Mm-hmm. And now, you've got an interesting structure. You're saying that there are about 50 of you. You're involved in various roles. You're fundraising chief, I understand.
Yeah.
And, so it's because it is a nonprofit organization, I would imagine money is a really important part of the whole thing.
Yeah, it's really tight. It's stressful, I can say, but I actually think it's kind of fun because when you have to provide the funds for the nonprofit organization, it lets you be creative. It lets you kind of think outside the box, thinking what kind of fundraising event can we do next. So our past fundraising events have been garage sales as a starting point, and then we started going on to selling YPS merchandise, such as our passion bracelets.
Oh, okay.
If you'd like to see one, we ordered them online.
Oh, and it's embossed in there, passion bracelets. So these would be for people would purchase these online to help you fund things?
Yeah, we're selling them within our community and online. We're also selling YPS t-shirts that our own members have created themselves, and we're painting them ourselves. So it's really a togetherness with the youth community, and we just really want to do everything together just to reach that goal.
How about the whole allocation of roles? I've been in a number of volunteer organizations over the years, and I know that can be a challenge. Say, but I don't want to do that. I want to do this. And so how has that worked out with all the numbers of people involved?
Well, some members, different members have different skills, and they have different preferences. So we've interviewed some members and selected the people who we think can lead the committees best. And so Sandra over here, we know she is a very outgoing person.
She's the money lady. So it really is important.
Yeah.
So now I'm assuming that do you have as many people as you need, or do you think you need more volunteers to run the organization?
Well, we're looking. We're definitely open to new members, new volunteers, along with additioners. Members, because as a member, we need more time commitment, so we meet about once a week at the University of Guelph Library. We just gather together.
Okay.
We have updates about each committee, and we see where we have to go next, our deadlines, to make sure we have everything ready. And volunteers, such as helping us advertise, since it is our first year, so it's difficult to get the word out and to make ourselves known. So advertising is a really big thing, and we're looking for volunteers.
So Facebook and Twitter, are you on both of those, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
So that'll get the word out pretty quickly. So what about, are there particular roles that you're looking for right now?
Right now we're looking for members, of course, in all the cities to help us out, because planning is definitely a big part of this. We're not just aiming to hold a talent show. It's all about the working together and learning about how to plan something like this. And we're also looking for volunteers, and we're looking to expand into the city of Toronto, in fact. So we need someone to lead over there and help us out.
So any nibbles there at this point, if people are interested in joining you? I imagine there'll be quite a bit of interest in the community about expanding this kind of thing. And I guess I need to ask, how come not in the school? How come this is a structure that you've developed outside of the school system? And we all know that there are drama programs, and as you know, later on Tom Slater will be chatting with us, but how come not in the school system? Is there a particular reason?
Well, personally, for Centennial, because we come from that high school, we don't really have talent shows. We have an annual Christmas festive assembly, so there's very little opportunities within the school for people to perform. And as well, we want to be independent because we feel as youths, we are very... people tend to think we don't have the potential, we don't have the capability to do something like this, and we just want to try it out and I guess prove that we can do something big like this. Yeah, and
as you had said, that you didn't feel that there was recognition in the community, or at least opportunities in the community for youths to take part in drama or performing as a general rule. So, not very many opportunities in school to enjoy the arts.
Depending on the schools, I know that in Guelph they do provide a pretty decent art program. I know that in Centennial our drama program has definitely been improving. We do have a new teacher in the drama faculty, which is Mrs. Campbell, and she's been putting in all her efforts to bring in more of the drama technical side of it and to make sure what qualities are needed to let us see more of the technical side of an actor or a director. And in addition, the other teachers really do contribute to it, and I think it's definitely a program worth experiencing.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a deep question. Just to warn you ahead of time. Do you think that drama or the arts as a general rule is important in school?
I think it's definitely important. I don't believe that the school should just be purely academic. I think students need to express themselves in a different way. I think we need to learn in a different way rather than just from textbooks. And I think the art is another way of, I guess, communicating to other people and to express ourselves. And so if we didn't have the art program, I don't think we would have different individuals who are interested in, say, dance and singing and visual arts.
Right. And I guess as a further question that's sort of connected in some way with that, do you think it should be a separate entity, or do you think it should flow through all subject areas, the arts?
It really depends. I know a lot of people vary with the term art. Some people think that science is an art, which is true. It definitely depends on how you perceive it. But we are open to any sort of art. We don't define art as dancing or singing or acting. We define it as just something you're passionate about, something that really shows your true self. And arts is like a type of creativity. It lets you really do what you want to do without being judged, without really being restricted with the rules. So arts is really free, I believe.
Excellent. Now, one of the questions I had was regarding all the planning that must have gone into this prior to going public. Give us a sense of how much time and effort you must have put into this, because I know for me, I'm not telling anybody until I know that I've got all the little pieces in place so that I'm not going to be embarrassed when people say, well, it's dumb, or it didn't work, or you forgot these important components. But can you give me a sense of that?
Well, I've definitely been through what you just described. I'm definitely just like you. With fundraising events, you have to plan every single little detail to make sure it appeals to the target market you're aiming for. It appeals, everyone who's working with you agrees with it. For example, these bracelets, I proposed the idea to Diana before, and she wasn't too fond of it. She wasn't too fond of it because bracelets are hard to sell. We are selling these for $5 each because they are silicone. They do say passion representing us. So I told her, Diana, if I survey people and I get at least 50 buyers who are willing to purchase this bracelet, which is to break even, so I have the money and everything, are you going to let me order these bracelets? And she said sure. So
she wasn't that tough after all.
She wasn't that tough. She gave me a chance.
But you wanted to see that it was a worthwhile.
I wanted to see that it was plausible and that we won't be losing money from this. Yeah.
Okay.
So I spent that entire week, lunch and after school, running around school, seeing if people are willing to buy, and we got it.
Okay. And Diana, how about you in terms of all the planning and? It sounds like it was was there a mentor? Was there somebody who sort of, really was a support to your ideas and so on?
Actually, no, not really. Because as the president, I have to deal with pretty much a little bit of everything and manage everyone and all the tasks and everything. In the beginning, everyone wasn't too sure about the idea. I know my own members.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there, and I apologize for interrupting you. Please do return after the break and give us a call or email us at talklocalguelph@rogers.com.